So, you might say, Haley, that's the same shirt you were wearing before in the last video. It's because I just filmed that video. I'm bored, honestly, but I don't have to work today. My counterpart is headed to the regional capital because he has a meeting, so he said we're not gonna work today, but we'll work tomorrow. So I don't have anything to do today, so why not film a bunch of videos? That way I can get them uploaded. So for this video, as you can tell by the title, I will be talking about, sorry, it's a kid pushing a wheelbarrow. Well, not a wheelbarrow, but like a cart thing. I'm gonna be talking about the whole like application process from when you apply up until you get medical clearance. So I can't show you the application because I've already done it, obviously. However, when you do apply, you go to the Peace Corps website and then you hit like, I think it's like volunteer now or something like that. And so it pops up a bunch of the open positions that they have, and you can volunteer for a specific position or you can volunteer in general. I chose to volunteer in general. I felt like that might give me a greater likelihood of being accepted, is if they could put me where they thought I would work best. So I chose to volunteer in general, and then when that happens, once you get your application in, they look at it, they review it, it takes a while, and then you'll get like part of your application includes like a detailed medical history, and this is like before you even have to do all the medical stuff, including like any medicine you're taking, if you're taking any, and all this other stuff. And then they send you an email saying that like your application has been looked over, and like if you apply in general, I don't know if it's the same if you apply for a specific position, but if you apply in general, it sends you a list, and in it says these are all the countries that you can serve in. And then they send you another email saying like this country wants to interview you, like this is where we're looking at you for. So for me, I got an email saying that Cameroon was looking at me as for Clyde for a community health specialist. And so I got that email, and then that was probably like 3 or 4 weeks after I sent my application. For me, it was really fast. I know for a lot of people it can be really slow. And then about a week later, I had the interview. Okay. So this is a little different because I have to hold it to film it, because now I'm outside to make Clyde happy. I don't know how long this will last. But there's a lot of distractions, which is why I didn't want to film it outside, but such is life. Anyways, so the interview. So for me, because I think I did the interview at home. Yeah, I did the interview at home. But the interviewer was in Washington, D.C. So it was like a Skype interview. They like send you an email and you have to click on this thing and download this like Skype meeting thing. And they send you, at least when I applied, they sent you the questions ahead of time, like the main questions that they would ask, and then obviously based off your answers there would be like follow-up questions, so you're able to prepare, which is super nice. And then mine probably lasted like an hour and a half. The interviews tend to be longer, and for me, like, we had an issue. We started with the Skype, but my Wi-Fi wasn't the best at my house, so then we had issues with that, and then we moved on to like the Skype thing but just doing voice, and that didn't work, so we ended up having to use, like, she ended up having to call my phone and we had to finish it that way, which sucked. And then maybe 3 or 4 weeks later, I got the email that accepted me, pending medical, dental, and legal clearance. So they like gave you steps that you had to do within like 3 days, which is like accept your acceptance. basically. And then like other things that they wanted you to do right away. And then you have like you have to get fingerprinted and like have background check and all that, so you can be legally cleared. So that's the first thing that I got done, that was done. And then you have dentist and like dental and medical clearance. So I mean, this is also a little bit difficult when you're in school. Like me, I was in school, I went to school, I mean, luckily I went to school closer to home and closer to my doctors. So my dentist and my doctors are in two actually different states, because I lived in one state and then I moved to the other, and so that's, yeah. So I live close enough to both. I live like in between both of them for school, so I was able to get that done. But they like have like your dental, you have to get like complete x-rays, you have to get everything checked out and all that. So I got that done, and that was like the next thing that got approved. The thing that took the longest was medical, because they give you like so many things that you need to get done. Like for me, I had to get a yellow fever vaccine. You had to get other vaccines if you're in different countries. If you didn't have certain vaccines growing up, you have to get those ones, like certain Hep and type what was it, like MMR and all that stuff. And then you have to show proof that if you did get them, you have to like have your immunization and vaccination records sent. You have to have physical. For women, you have to have pap smear. If you're at the age in which you have to have mammograms done, you have to have that done. You have to have blood work done, and you have to have, like, there's a lot of stuff. So like in my like anything that's pertinent to you in your medical history. So for example, like I had brain surgery when I was younger, so I had to go through all of that, and they were trying to ask for an MRI, and it's like the doctor said I didn't need an MRI, so it was a lot for that. And then if you have any like history of mental health, like depression or anxiety, you have to meet with a therapist, and they have to fill stuff out too, saying that like you're okay to go, like everything's fine. And anyway, so like I got my acceptance like January 4th, and I didn't get medically cleared until June or July, and then I was leaving in September. So like I had been emailing them when we got closer and closer, like I'm worried that I'm not gonna have enough time to get everything that I needed. Hi Clyde. To get everything that I needed and get everything done before I had to go, because I don't want to buy stuff if I'm not gonna get cleared and all that. So luckily I got cleared, but that process took a really long time. And then there's stuff you have to do online, like they have you take like an HIV/AIDS like awareness test, and safety and security stuff, and like it's a really long process, and it can be a really expensive process as well, as Peace Corps doesn't cover things. So like you need to have health insurance. Like they'll put a certain amount of money, like I think they would put like $60 or something like that towards medical stuff, like towards dentist stuff, and then like maybe $60, I can't remember exactly how much it was, towards medical stuff. They would cover like for vaccinations, they would cover like, I think they covered $150. But obviously after all this you have to show them the bill and the proof, and then you'll get your reimbursement after. And then so yeah, that was a long process, and even though you've been accepted, it's really possible for you not to go because you don't get cleared, you don't get medical or dental clearance. Like I worked at Whole Foods over the summer, and I talked to this one girl, and like she had applied before to go, but she didn't get to go because she didn't get the clearance in time, which really sucks, and it's really hard. And my mom saw they have like a parent and family and friends group, Peace Corps group, and someone posted on there that like their daughter found out the day before that she didn't get to go because she didn't get clearance. And I know they were really upset, which is totally understandable. However, I think it's really important to keep in mind that if you don't get medical clearance, like, you're not gonna go. So, like, she still hadn't got medical clearance, and it was the day before. She should have known she probably wasn't gonna go, but that is, like, really frustrating and upsetting. Like, you wait till the day before to find out. Like, that sucks. But it's a really long process, and it's because they want to make sure that you are, like, most fit to go. They're investing a lot of time and money in you, so they want to make sure that you're able to handle it, just, like, physically handle it, mentally handle it. It's a challenge. It's not easy. So all in all, I think the process was, like, from when I got my application in to when I finally got medical clearance, which is the last clearance that I got, like 7 months, 6 or 7 months, which is a really long time. And even that's, like, not as long as some people. I know some people can be longer, and, like, I got accepted right away, and a lot of people don't necessarily get accepted right away, and they'll have to apply again. But yeah, that's the whole process for, like, the application and the clearance and all that. It's a really long process, but it's definitely worth it, and it's gonna be long because it's not like Clyde's trying to get an aunt. And it's gonna be long because it's not like you're not here for, like, 3 months. You're here for 27 months. Like, it's a long time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. There may or may not be another video of me again wearing the same outfit and the same shirt on the same day. It depends on how bored I get and, like, what other ideas I can think of for videos. Maybe I'll do, like, the things I use every day and all that type of stuff. Videos. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see.